Hey everyone, Mike here from Kitbash 3D and Greyscalegorilla. It's been another big month for cargo, so let's get you caught up. Here's the quick TLDR. The big headline this month, we have collections officially live in cargo. That means you can save and organize any asset within your library into named, reorderable collections. Set lists, mood boards, your go-to stashes, those will be all in one place. We have also rolled out support for Unreal Engine 5.8, Houdini 22, and Blender 5.2. Lastly, we have a new support menu to make getting help way easier. Let's jump in.
Let's talk about collections.
So we've introduced collections in cargo, and they are going to appear right below the My Downloads section. And as you can see here, I've already made quite a bit. We've got daytime sky, night sky. We can go through them. But making a collection is really easy. You can now save any type of group of assets for projects, or you're building a mood board or whatever you want. And they can include like any type of asset within a collection. So this is just me experimenting with materials and models and couches, but you can make a collection from anywhere. So if we were to make a collection, let's go to browse models, and maybe we want to browse castles. We can say, cool, this is some castles. And you can say, all right, I want some destroyed ones. Let's go with this one. On the upper right here, we have this Save to Collection button. And then you can choose which one you want to save it to, or you can create a new one. Let's just do castles. Create collection castles. Fantastic. And now we have castles. So now if I go in and I do some more castling, I'll do this like here, do this right here. You can see that it's saving the new collection in castles up here, right over here on the left. And I can go to that and you can see the collection being saved, which is really cool. So this makes organizing your own personal favorites or project type collections very, very easy. And let's say that you wanted to reorder them. You can just drag on the left here, you can reorder your collections. And then if you go to your collections main route, you can see all the collections you have. You can make a new collection here. You can sort right here by last edited or by alphabetical, which is really cool. You can also delete collections. So you can rename, delete, very easy to do there. And then let's say that you wanted to remove an asset from a collection. It's just as easy as clicking on the upper right here and say remove from collection. All right, let's talk about the new support menu options, which actually I think are very, very cool. So this will help folks troubleshoot their issues by themselves, but also help if you need support. It makes getting support, reporting a bug, and doing things that support potentially will ask you to do much faster and much easier. So if you go to the lower left, we have this question mark icon. It's the support menu. And now it actually brings up a whole host of things. So first, you can access our documentation with one click here. It will bring you to the documentation page. If you go to keyboard shortcuts, this brings you to the page that describes all the keyboard shortcuts. And then if you hit changelog, that goes to the most up-to-date changelog. And then we have a troubleshooting menu, which has a number of options. And then we have a send feedback. So if you're having some issues or you want to give us some feedback, you can do that right here. But troubleshooting is where a lot of the cool stuff happened. Pretty often, we ask our users if they're having some issues to send us the logs. If you go to open logs folder, that will open up where the logs are, and you can just zip those up and send them our way. If you go to open app data folder, that brings you to where your app data is located, which is really cool. And then you can see where the logs are and some of these files right here. And then we have 3 new functions. We have clear cache, clear all app data, and clear old installs. These are all very useful. So if you go to clear cache, it actually gives you a descriptor of what it does. So this fixes the login loops or stale, glitchy UI by clearing cargo's cache. And then it gives a descriptor of what it's going to do. And these are very often the things that will clear up any issues that you have. So if we have the ability to clear the cache, to clear the app data, let's look and see what that descriptor is. This fixes problems like stuck downloads, broken DCC connections, or login errors by resetting cargo's local database. And then it tells you that it's going to sign you out and what you're going to need to do. And then lastly, we have the clear old installs. There, with Cargo 2, the installation files were in some different spots. So if you came from Cargo 2, this will help clear those out. with one click. And then lastly, we have the ability to report a bug. And what this does is it actually brings up an email right to report a bug, and it puts in some of your information. That makes it super fast, super easy, very easy to use, and will help you get support to self-serve much faster and easier. Okay, and then lastly, we have some updates to the Cinema 4D connector to make things a little bit easier. And so yeah, let's go over those. So first, if you go to extensions and you go to the Kitbash by Cargo Cinema 4D 2026 connector, you can see here that we've streamlined this window. Then if you open up the connector settings, that will actually open up where the connector is in the preferences to give you all the settings that you need, which is pretty cool. So what's been updated? A couple of things here is we've updated the import without instances, that option, and I'll show you that in a second. And then we've updated the copy textures relative to project, what that actually does. And then lastly is that you can right click on any of these options and go to reset to default, and that will reset to what its default state is. The first thing is for the copy textures relative to project, what we have here is a fallback option. So typically what will happen is if you have this selected, you need to save your project so that when you send an asset, it knows where the project is to create the text folder to then copy over your textures to that folder. But what will happen is if for some reason you don't do that, Cargo will default to the other option of saving your textures to the normal download location while also linking them to your project. So that way something will always send, but you will get a warning. So let's show you that. So it will always send. Then I have actually the warning disabled, but right now I do have the copy textures relative to the project selected, but these textures are actually not being linked from the text folder. What I would need to do is I would need to save the project in order for that to send correctly. But we didn't want folks to have that error message and then not have something send and not know what's going on. So that's now the backup option, which is really cool. The other big one is that we can import without instances. So right now you can see that I just imported this asset. And if you look at the outliner, we have the sources folder as well as the actual assets. So what's happening here is that we've imported the source assets and then the instances get propagated here. But a lot of folks don't need that, especially because they don't use a lot of instances. So what we've done is if you click on import without instances, let's do that. And let's delete everything here and we'll send the same asset. You can see it comes in with just the main assets. So depending on your workflow, you can choose what you like to do, and these settings will be saved. All right, that is the new updates to the Cinema 4D importer. That's what's new in Cargo this month. Drop a comment and let us know what you're the most excited about or what you want us to build next. For the full technical breakdown, check out the changelog linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next update.